I'm not dressed for this, Dave. I like it.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dave from Steel City Drones. As you can see here, I have the brand new DJI Avata 2 in my possession here. And today, DJI just announced their official release of the Avata 2. And I have to say, this must have been the worst kept secret of all mankind. Everybody knew that the Avata 2 was coming for weeks and ahead of time. And now we can officially talk about this. We have opened up our own demo units. We've gone out and flown this. So let's get started as to what we have here. The Avata 2 is slightly larger than the Avata 1, but yet it does weigh less, coming in at 377 grams. You'll also see that there are new design batteries for the Avata 2. Now, DJI has promoted between 21 to 23 minutes of flight time, and that is up from its 17 minutes that it claims over the Avata 1. So for our initial testings, we saw approximately 16 minutes of flight time. Now, again, we're going around and we're buzzing around pretty fast, testing this out. But that's kind of where we are right now. And when we're evaluating the flight time on any new product, we're always taking it from 100% down to 20%. So those are realistic flight times that we are seeing. You're going to see a better camera with a larger camera sensor. So we have a 1/1/3 CMOS sensor versus the older 117 CMOS sensor. So we have a larger sensor, so it's going to give us better imagery even though it's rated at the same megapixels, because a larger camera is always better for resolution. On the new Avata 2, you're going to see that it has upgraded video transmission for the OcuSync. Now that means we're going to get longer range, but at the same time, it's not going to be backwards compatible for anybody who has the Remote 2 or the older Avata. So you're going to have to, again, use the new goggles. You're going to have to use the new controller. And if you like the motion controller, you're going to have to use the new motion controller. So we're going to talk about the new motion controller in a little bit when we go ahead and go fly. We do not have the Remote 3 as of yet. Everything is brand new here. It's on its way. But if you're like me, who does not like to use the motion controller and likes to use a traditional controller, we have to use the Remote 3. One new improvement also that DJI has added is that there is a new feature called Rock Steady Stabilization with Horizontal Steady. So if you don't want to go ahead and have your video in the orientation that the aircraft is actually in, and you want that camera stabilized for horizontal, you have that as well. Other new features include wireless live feed sharing, a 46 gig internal storage over the older 20 gig storage, and real view picture-in-picture in the goggles. The one, if you want to call it kind of a glaring need for this aircraft, is the external lighting. There is no external lighting with the Avata 1 or the Avata 2, so we're forced to be able to use third-party lighting situations, sort of like lights that you can get from Firehouse that we purchase and use and support and really like. Now, I hope that DJI is going to go ahead and take that feedback and potentially put together a enterprise Avata 2, but with that only time we'll be able to tell with that application. Now, let's go ahead, let's go out and take a look at and get Dana, who is our resident FPV expert, and let's get some of his things that he was able to go out earlier today and fly us around and get his impressions on the flight performance.
First time flying the Avata 2 with the new motion controller. Not a real fan of the original motion controller, but I do like this one. I'm also not much of an acro flyer, but I do like to fly cinematic stuff, and I do like the flips and rolls. Very easy. The goggles are nice. I'm not sure I'd like to pass through. Haven't tried it much, but it's kind of a handy feature for flying by yourself, I guess. Overall, I do like the Avata 2. I like the longer flight times, easier access to the SD cards.
How does that feel as far as controllability?
Just flying, it feels good. It's very, very responsive. I mean, you know, if I tilt my hand even slightly, it mimics whatever my hand does. And the cool thing is it has a little circle and a crosshair in the middle. Wherever you point that, that's where it goes.
Nice.
So you can see exactly where you're headed or where you're going. Yeah, it has a circle and a crosshair, and if I point my hand right, that moves to the right, moves to the left. If I point it down, it goes down. Point it up, it goes up, and the drone goes up. If I can drop it down right here, point straight at the ground, come down, swoop around, you can go straight back up.
And what about the goggles? How do you like the goggles?
Goggles fit nice. They're slightly better than the Integra in my opinion because they have the built-in diopters. The Integra did not have that. It came with diopters. These are built in like the goggles version 2 had, or I think goggles 2 had. So do like that. They fit nice. Didn't see any light leak. No need for the phone because the remote ID is built into the goggles now, like the Integra goggles. So you don't have to worry about a cord hanging off your head when you're flying. Overall, I think it's a good drone. So there you go. That's Dana's feedback. As you can see, lots of improvements on the flight characteristics. He really likes that motion controller. That's all really good news. So if you're in the market for an Avata 2, we have them in stock. Give us a call or just order it directly on our website. We have everything up ready to go for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comment section below or give us a call. We'll be glad to help you out in any way that we can. And stay tuned. We are going to be live from Exponential, giving you live reviews and also interviews with some of the vendors that are out there. So stay tuned for that. And yet, if you haven't yet, please help us grow the channel. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give the video here a thumbs up. It really helps us out significantly. So thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you soon.